Deploy. Right.
Today is the 7th year anniversary of LEGO Marvel Avengers, and to celebrate, I wanted to go back and replay my favorite level from the game because I really think it represents the entire game so well. This is Avengers Assembled. Of course, we kick things off with a nice little encounter between Tony Stark and Loki, where the iconic "have an army" line will take place. But first, a little bit of disassembly work.
Please tell me you're going to appeal to my humanity.
Actually, I'm planning to threaten
Pants?
What have I to fear?
the Avengers.
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
How will your friends have time for me when they're so busy fighting you?
Oops.
Bruh. Bruh.
This usually works.
Not uncommon. Jarvis.
One of the most epic transformation scenes ever. I mean, I absolutely love this segment right here. They did such a good job of recreating this whole sequence of Tony dropping to his death and then only to have the Iron Man armor rescue him. Oh boy, well that's bad news. Anytime a big giant portal opens up like that,
Right.
that's bad. Yeah. Makes me remember about the Transformers movies too, when they tried to bring in Unicron.
Loki! Turn off the Tesseract or I'll destroy it.
You can't. There is no stopping it. There is only the war.
So be it.
Yeah?
I see him.
And we then proceed to a nice little tussle between the two brothers going to war with round one of their many fights in the MCU history, which will wrap up with Thor going on ahead and laying the smackdown on Loki because let's be honest, I mean, this is usually how it's going to end. If there's a physical confrontation between these two, Thor wins, wow, 9 times out of 10, I would say. And just when you thought Loki was down and out, he is rescued by one of his Chitauri minions. And then we take to the skies, where Black Widow and Hawkeye, finally on the same page, get to go on ahead and shoot him down from the sky using a nice little rocket, sending him back down to Stark Tower, what will actually eventually become Avengers Tower. But notice the details. It's still Stark Tower at this point in time, of course. And this results in round number 2 between the two Asgardian brothers going to war once again. And once again, that is 2-0 for Thor winning that fight.
Look around you. You think this madness will end with your rule?
Sentiment.
Well, that was about as smooth of a landing as you could possibly ask for. That's a lot of arrows, bro. It looks like Captain America has joined the fray, and now we have a nice little triple team here from the Avengers of Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Cap.
Bruh.
I really love that Hawkeye thought he could defeat that thing with an arrow.
See, still working on believing. Where's Banner? Is he shown up yet?
Banner.
We've got civilians trapped up here.
Loki. They're fishing a barrel down there.
Well, I guess moments later, we need to rescue those fish who were metaphorically in a barrel, I assume. And yes, Captain America really did make that joke. But once we go on ahead and rescue a bunch of citizens down below, Loki strikes once more, only to then call upon his Chitauri backup. That is then when we have a massive brawling opportunity. This is where, once again, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Captain America need to go on ahead and first and foremost make their way through these treacherous flames, and then go on ahead and deal with an absurd, and I mean absurd, amount of Chitauri soldiers. You're gonna go on ahead and smash and bash your way through all of those foes, and once you have successfully done so, you have gone ahead and rescued all the citizens that were in trouble, which I really do like that the game takes attention, and so did the movie, to go on ahead and pay attention to details like this, because after all, that's what the Avengers are there for, not just to defeat the enemies, but to also go on ahead and rescue and minimize the casualties.
We got his attention. What's step 2?
Hey, it's Thor! He's back! He joins the fray once more.
Upstairs. The power surrounding the cube is impenetrable.
Thor's right. We got to deal with these guys.
How do we do this?
As a team.
Well, more Chitauri soldiers are on their way, and this time, of course, we've got Thor joining the lineup as well, slowly but surely allowing you to assemble the Avengers just like they did in the movie, which is one of the details that I absolutely love in this game, is how much they really leaned into that concept and pay attention to it from a gameplay standpoint. You saw that we played first as Thor in this mission, then we went ahead and got to play as Black Widow and Hawkeye, then we got to play as Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Captain America. Now Thor joins that lineup, making it 5 playable characters in total so far. And of course, then Iron Man joins the fray to help us out with dealing with a bunch of the Chitauri airships. Once we deal with that, it's time for the Avengers to deploy a little bit of their enemy's own weapons against them via assembling this Chitauri rocket, even though I always thought at this point, can't you just use the Thor hammer to go on ahead and clear this? But regardless, once we clear this, it's time for the Avengers to finally assemble, because that is 5 of the 6 characters here. So it's time for the arrival of the final member.
So, this all seems horrible.
Stark, we got him.
Banner?
Just like you said.
Then tell him to suit up. I'm bringing the party to you.
I don't see how that's a party.
I 100% agree with Black Widow.
Dr. Banner, now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
I then went ahead and spent way too much time than I even am going to admit on this screen to see if anything happens if you don't transform. But then it was time to get angry. Right. So we go on ahead and transform into the Hulk, and it's time to go on ahead and smash and bash our way through the biggest member of the Chitauri army. A few selfies later, I then transformed into Iron Man to go on ahead and put the final blows to this thing, allowing us to celebrate in spectacular fashion. This, of course, then concludes with arguably the coolest scene in the entire MCU. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Let me know if you guys enjoyed LEGO Marvel Avengers as much as I did, and I hope you have an absolutely fan-fantastic day. Peace out. See you later, alligators.